One thing you'll notice a lot in crypto is the second the energy starts to feel a certain way, you will generally see a big price movement in the exact opposite direction not too long after that. When the energy feels high, it often leads to a downward dip. When the energy level feels a little bit lower, that is the time when you should be considering going into whatever cryptocurrency you have the most confidence in, because likely we're not too far away from a spike. July 17th is a date that all of us should be watching right now, and I'll explain why in just a second here. But this right here is an interesting story because there's a man who accidentally threw away 7,500 Bitcoins worth hundreds of millions of dollars, over $200 million to be exact, even higher than that at some points. And now there's a big update to this story, which is that he is now looking for an entire team of people to actually sift through the garbage, and he's going to pay the lion's share of the BTC to a hedge fund, which is looking to fund this entire operation. Kind of crazy to think about what's going on here and what this could mean for him. 7,500 is a heck of a lot of Bitcoin. It would be very, very, very frustrating to have that much in landfill and not be able to find it. But realistically speaking, I don't think there's any chance. They're planning to use X-ray machines. They're planning to actually get a bunch of people to sift through it. Even with all of that, the chances of finding such a tiny little thing and the chances of it still working and you being able to recover the BTC from it are just so unbelievably small. So I do not think they're going to find it. I do not think there's a very high chance at all of that. But best of luck to them. I certainly hope. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Best of luck to them, kind of. But really, let's be honest, if we're holding BTC, we don't want them to find it. Because the second he finds it, he's going to cash it out. And that'll make BTC fall. It's over 200 million. So maybe, just maybe, we should hope they don't find it. Unless you specifically are the one that finds it, then he'll probably pay you a decent amount. If you want to go look through a landfill completely and totally for no reason, since you're not going to. But 4 crypto experts break down how one of the largest Grayscale Bitcoin unlock periods will affect the cryptocurrency markets. And when you think of the Final Stand show, think of information, stats, facts. I'm going to show you a lot of those and kind of explain what we can expect. The first day that we will see this starting is on the 17th of July, so only 7 days from now. And that is going to be when thousands of BTC are released from the Grayscale, and it could be that they're sold immediately, or it could be that they continue to hold them. A lot of these are actually down. The 6 months holds are not going to be up because BTC has fallen some in the last 6 months. So it's one thing to consider there that they may not be willing to sell at a loss. They're probably going to most likely want to wait for it to go back up again. But the reason why this could be such a big deal is simply because we have a lot of people right now who are very pessimistic about this, wondering if they are going to sell off en masse, and it could happen, which is why that's already priced into the price a decent amount. Kind of like on the SNL episode, when we saw Dogecoin going up like crazy ahead of it, then dropping some after because everyone was excited about the SNL episode. It's the exact opposite of that this time. Everyone's upset, or I guess you could say pessimistic about what's going to happen with the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So with that, we could see the exact opposite happen on the actual day. That's certainly what I'm hoping for when it comes to that. Well, JP Morgan has approximately 2 billion or so of that. Then we also have Kraken Intelligence. So many people are going to have big amounts released. So many companies and hedge funds. You can see right here, this is the entire article on it. They had a bunch of different people come in and offer their opinions. 2 of them said they thought it was going to go down. 2 of them said they thought it was going to go up. So there's a lot of different opinions on this. And whenever you have uncertainty, that is what leads directly to that. But here we go. 16,240 BTC is what's going to be released on the actual day itself. Then we're going to see significantly more than that over the next periods of time, and I'll keep you updated on exactly what's happening with that, because it's impossible to know for sure what's going to happen on the day. But my prediction is we're way more likely to see a spike than we are to see a downfall on that actual day. Swedish National, since to 15 years in multi-million-dollar cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme. Be careful if you're looking at new cryptocurrency. Look at the team behind it. Make sure that the wallet distribution is good. Like T-King, for example, has very good wallet distribution. No wallet has more than 6% right now, and only one wallet has more than 3%. So that's one of the reasons I did my research on that, and you should too if you're going to be looking into crypto, because there are people who will try to trick you. But here is another big story. Steve Wozniak is going to launch his own token with the potential of Bitcoin, he says. Does it actually have that? Probably not. But the token itself is going to launch most likely in December. We don't know the exact date of the launch yet, but I would not be surprised at all to definitely see some big action with his token when it does come out. That's going to be exciting to watch. If you want to be staying up to date on that, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I will do my best to keep you updated on what the latest is with it. But we're also seeing right now more pressure continuing to be put on Congress to put crypto regulations in place. Elizabeth Warren right here demands answers from the SEC, now saying by the end of July is when the answers need to be put in place. Does it actually mean anything? Well, it depends. if it actually does come true that we see regulations being put in place by the end of July, and we also see the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust being released, that's two of the biggest things people are worrying about right now that are going to be off the table if they're not as worrisome as people are expecting. If they don't sell after the BTC release and also the regulations aren't that bad, then we can potentially expect the later part of July to be one of those big runs that we were hoping for. July is an optimistic month overall for cryptocurrency. After we get past those negative points there, we also have a meeting between Jack Dorsey, Elon Musk, and also a couple of the other biggest people in all of the finance world right now coming together for a conference. So that could also be a kind of a big deal. It's going to happen later in July. Cryptocurrency miners caught with over 3,800 PlayStation 4 consoles after Ukrainian police uncovered the mining operation. Take a look at this. So they were using PS4s to mine cryptocurrency. Not that efficient for mining crypto, but hey, if it works, it works. Look at that. The entire facility there, the reason why it was illegal is because they were not paying for all the electricity that was going to it. They were using a front of having real miners and then doing this behind the scenes. One of the reasons why Russia, Ukraine, some of the countries in that region are not too happy about crypto right now, because stuff like this is happening. I think it's funny though. I mean, PS4s, what the heck are you going to do with that? You want a PS5 by now because it's already come out. You're saying be ready. Oh, nice. Yeah, for July 21st. Yes, definitely everyone should be looking out for July 21st. It's only 11 days from now, July 21st, so everyone should definitely be keeping that date in mind. But Tesla CEO as well goes to trial Monday for $2.6 billion SolarCity acquisition. Basically what happened here is people are accusing Elon Musk with inside Tesla of using his power in the company despite not having a majority share in the company. He owns 26% approximately of propping up SolarCity, which directly benefited Elon Musk because that was he had a huge part in that company in SolarCity, and now it's been basically accumulated all together with Tesla. So he's going to have to defend this. There's already been a $60 million payout settlement from other people involved with this. Elon Musk was the only one who said, you know what, I'm not settling, I'm taking this to court. So we'll see what happens here. It'll definitely be a big move. And the reason why this is so important is because if Elon Musk loses this case, then that decreases his chances significantly of being able to actually help Dogecoin through Tesla as much as he otherwise could have. There will still be some big things he can do, and he'll still have some sway within the company, but it's not going to be on the same level. And so that's why this is so important. I believe there's a decent chance we'll see him win this because he didn't necessarily do anything wrong. He paid for market cost, I believe, what it was worth at the time. And so with that, I'm hoping he wins, and I'm hoping he will still have the same amount of power that he currently has, or maybe even more after this is over, to help Dogecoin and start accepting it at Tesla. It needs to happen, doesn't it? Screwy Louie as well, coming in with the little dog saying, ha ha ha. I like it. Thank you for the chat coming in. Interesting name as well. I hope YouTube doesn't get mad at me for saying that out loud. They probably won't. It's probably fine. Come on, YouTube, don't get mad at me. T-King as well has, so it went up a decent amount. It went up a lot. It's over 10 times higher than it was when we first talked about it on Twitter. It has fallen back down some since then. So we're definitely going to be watching this very, very, very closely. Right now, the average is approximately 1,900 per holder. As long as it's over 2,000, then we're seeing good progress. We've also seen the amount of Tiger King holders going up by approximately 200 in the last 24 hours. So there's a quick update for you right there on Tiger King. It's rebounded some. I think there's a high chance we'll see more upward price movement pretty soon here. Still a very, very, very small market cap. So yeah, a little bit of downward there, but that was because the amount per person was so high. You actually need to have more investors coming in to see that going up. It can't just be each investor putting more money in, because eventually they're going to run out or they're going to take profits. That's what we know from the past. So I'll definitely do my best if you have decided to put some money in there to keep you updated on what's going on with that. We'll be honest, I haven't sold any of mine, not even one. And so with that, you can understand, you know, I could have taken profits toward the top. I didn't want to, though, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to be talking about it and also taking profits on it. I just don't think that's right. So you're not going to see me ever taking profits early on anything I talk about, even if it's up big and I think it's going to fall, which it's hard to know for sure. I'm still not going to take profits. But I think it's just the right thing to do. Then we're also saying here, Chinese crypto miners are dumping all GPUs before the Ethereum hard fork. If you don't know, Ethereum is basically moving over to a new system where the mining isn't really going to be nearly as big of a factor. In fact, some people are saying it's not even going to be a factor at all. So right now they're dumping these miners like crazy. And the The prices, if you want one of these, is extremely, extremely small compared to where it was before. Some people still trying to buy them, but this is what they look like. NVIDIA miners, as they go over to proof of stake from proof of work, it's going to mean if you want to buy a cheap computer, there we go. Now you have an opportunity to do so. You may want to wait even a little bit longer until after the mining is completely and totally on that new Ethereum chain, which is not going to be what the miners want, but it is going to be what the people who own Ethereum want. It'll be good for that. The future of self-driving cars, some people are saying, though, it's not going to be what Elon Musk is predicting, where people are actually in the self-driving cars. It's going to be more like this. Instead of having to go to the store and get groceries, well, you can have it brought to you with one of these. Instead of having to go get food here or go do this or go do that, the self-driving cars will be the ones doing the tasks for us and then bringing them to our house. An interesting article, definitely worth a read. If you want to check it out, this is what it's called, and it is on CNBC. Let me read a couple of these comments here. What about Shiba Inu? All right, Shiba Inu has gone up to approximately, it went up to around $3 billion market cap. Now it's fallen back to somewhere around, or actually went even higher than that. Now it's fallen back to around $3 billion market cap. It was as high as around 12 or something crazy like that. And so with Shiba Inu coin, we're probably not going to talk too much about it, just simply because they need to have some more original stuff within their plan for the future, which I think may be coming. We'll see if they have it. But until then, I think a lot more people are going to be looking at smaller market cap cryptocurrencies right now. Maybe that'll change. We'll definitely talk about it if it does. My opinion is still open more on that. I'm definitely not fully on board when it comes to my own money on Shiba Inu. I have a tiny bit in there that I haven't sold yet, but I'm not deciding to invest more right now because I'd rather put it in ones that have significantly more room to grow rather than ones that have already grown a lot, even if they still may have potential. So that's just my opinion on it there. No fear, Doge Vader is here. Hashtag HODL with the diamond hands. I like the sound of that. Matt, what do you think about Turtle Coin? Ooh, that's interesting. You know what? Why not? I'll pull it up. If it had a dog name again, another dog name, I'm just getting tired of the dog names. Just stop it. We don't need more dog name cryptos. We've had enough of those. There's Baby Doge, there's Shiba Inu, there's Dogecoin. All right, we can stop there. No more. We don't need any more. If you want to make a new crypto, you don't have to put a dog name. You can put anything you want. But people want to have the same type of Doge energy, so that's why they're putting that. But I'll check out Turtle Coin. What in the world? Turtle Coin, it sounds slow. It's going to move very slowly. But maybe it'll still win the race if it's like the turtle and the hare. Who knows? Turtle Coin right here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this website. Turtle Coin, it has a turtle, that logo. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like their logo. But no, this website's pretty dang terrible. I guess it's small, so they haven't had time to really update their website yet. CoinGecko here, Turtle Coin, absolutely tiny. 5,000 people have liked it. As of right now, I am very, very, very bearish on Turtle Coin, just simply based on their website. If you don't have a good website from whatever coin you're looking at, probably not going to have a good long-term potential, especially considering the fact that most coins aren't going to have a good long-term potential. So especially if they don't even have a good website, don't buy it. Stay away from those as far away as you possibly can, because there's plenty of options that you can look at that don't have that. So sorry to roast your crypto, but I am personally not a fan of Turtle Coin at this current point in time, without even having any more information. I already know that. But got first gaming computer today from Crypto Tanker, under 1,000, and was helped to choose by a friend who works for Tesla Cali, which I will be mining from and buying Antminer at 9 tonight. Nice, coming from Crypto Tanker, making some moves in the crypto mining game. I have a crypto miner on the way as well to mine Helium HNT, which I think is going to be one of the cryptos everyone should be looking at moving forward toward the top there. So there's two different ways to look at crypto. The first one is long-term investments toward the top, and the second one is, well, there's some long-term investments toward the bottom, but it's more so short-term investments toward the bottom. When you find low market cap ones that you can make a quick buck on, or maybe hold and make a little bit more on, those are the ones that I think right now, during this current market, people are looking at a little bit more. That's why we've seen Shiba Inu and Tiger King and all the other small coins going up like crazy in this period of time. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next, because we really don't know. This is kind of unprecedented territory here, and I'll keep you updated as much as I possibly can, but it's hard to know for sure. Best stock AMC. What is AMC doing? We haven't looked at that in a while. It did exactly what I predicted at first, and then I kind of stopped paying attention because it was getting boring. But AMC stock right here, $46. So basically, what did not predict? It would go to 50 or 60. That was when it was under $20. I predicted that. It did exactly that. Then it started falling afterwards. I hope people are saying me saying that was going to cause it to not go above 60. So if I caused it to not go above 60, I'm sorry. I don't know. That seems unlikely that we would have caused that here since we're not an AMC channel. But it did do that. It went up to around 50, 60, and now it's at 46. And that was on this run. My prediction was specifically for this run. In the future runs, can it go higher? I certainly hope so. And I may decide to put a little bit more money in. I have not put any more in yet, but I may decide to. You can certainly convince me. If you're a big fan of AMC, you have the ability to convince me. I'm open to it. But Elon Musk has been continuing to do some cool tweets in regards to Dogecoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at his Twitter and see if there's any more updates from him. He's been liking Dogecoin tweets as well. This one, I think, is very significant. He liked this: after savings, the Tesla owner paid $100 a month for his Model 3. He liked this one as well. One of the most brilliant minds of all time, best known for designing the AC, the Tesla coil, talking about Nikola Tesla, designing the AC, one of the most underrated inventors of all time. So he's been liking stuff like that and just having fun with inventions and Tesla, and not really focusing as much on Dogecoin as he has been in the past. But don't worry, he still very, very, very much cares about it, and that is not going to change. And he has definitely in the last week, I think he's done 5 different Dogecoin type Twitter things, whether it's liking or responding to someone involving Dogecoin. So 5 is pretty dang good. Generally, he averages around 10. And yes, I'm actually tracking it to that level. Is Matt Wallace too into Elon Musk's Dogecoin tweets? Perhaps I am, but it's my job, so it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to make another video today, and I'll get that out soon because there's some more updates to talk about. But anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.